Hello, everyone. Today we're going to talk about an unconventional subject in today's times, and that's marriage. Is it all it's cracked up to be when you're over 50? For many generations, marriage was the ultimate goal of love. But as we get older and maybe a little wiser, we have to think, is this something that's going to suit us? Could it actually maybe even harm our relationship? So let's dig in. So let's just look at the history of marriages. A long, long time ago, marriages used to be more about a business deal, a property goal, bloodlines, maybe even influencing families on both sides. Back in the colonial days, if somebody was getting married and if it was an aristocrat, the bride's family would give money to the groom or land. So it was kind of a propositional deal. And if they fell in love, then that was even a plus. But most of the time it was arranged. Now, fast forwarding to today, marriages are a lot different. We look at them different. The relationships are different. So let's talk a little about that. Now we're picking partners that are based on connections, values, shared experiences, a friendship. And when you're in your 50s or older, that's a real important bunch of traits that you'll want to have if you're in a relationship. When you think about love, all those emotions that I just talked about, it speaks a lot louder than a legal document, doesn't it? So let's look at some of the reasons why you might not want to walk down that aisle and ring those bells. One of them is money. Money is a big subject. I know you've worked hard for your money. We all have, and we want to protect it. Marriage can be a financial risk. Divorces and alimony, court dates, all of that could be real messy. Not to mention, it's messy in your heart because you're really hurting after losing somebody. There's some marriages that don't even last 3 months. All that work and then all that money that you have to spend to get out of it. Living together, on the other hand, helps you to build your financial independence while still building your life with one another. More or less financial freedom with a commitment. No strings attached. Another reason not to get married, your relationship can both experience emotional autonomy. Marriage can bring in expectations that can seem a little suffocating. You know, you have your social cards, husband and wife. In-laws are going to expect you at the next Christmas. You know, there's just so many expectations when you're married with the family, with each other. I'm not totally against marriage, but sometimes those expectations can feel suffocating, whether it's with your in-laws or your friends, being a husband and wife, the roles become complicated. If you're not married and you're living together in a loving relationship, you can work on your self-growth, build your relationship, feel autonomous, feel independent but in love, and it lets your relationship thrive without external pressure. At the end of the day, we all want a partner that supports us, is emotional with us, shares our ups and downs and understands, someone we can communicate with, and someone that we can build a really great relationship, even if it starts as a friendship and it goes further than that. We can build our love. And then when you think about it, if the relationship doesn't last, all you have to do is pack up your stuff or they'll pack up their stuff and leave. It's a clean break without the court dates. If you're in your 50s and you are single, chances are you've already been through a marriage and a divorce. So your kids are already grown, or at least in high school, I would think. If you're in your 60s, they're beyond that. But let's just say a 50-ish or older couple have already experienced the road of divorce and are living their best life. I'm sure there's a lot of 50-year-olds that have younger kids, but for the most part, 50 and older, the kids are grown up. Some might still live at home and hey, they're part of the relationship too, and you could build that relationship with them. So it's even more of a bonding experience whenever you're dating somebody that has kids and the kids and you really get along good. And then, they have their own family as well. So you're building a friendship. You're coming together as a couple. You're going to have his kids and your kids together. And that's a plus. You're going to have a bigger family. Hopefully they like you and you like them, but you don't have to worry about the family drama. You don't need marriage or a piece of paper to be a family. It's all about building love and respect, compassion, helping one another. It doesn't matter about a paper. A relationship should be about love, mutual respect, understanding one another, connection, a friendship beyond friendship. And that's really important. Let's look at a few celebrities that didn't tie the knot but have a really strong relationship. Oprah Winfrey and Stedman Graham, they got together in the 1980s and have been together for over 45 years. They're not married and their relationship is still going strong. Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell, they're not married. They've been together 41 years and their love is still going strong. And if you've seen any shows about their relationship, they truly have a bond. They have a bond and they don't have a piece of paper. Rosie Huntington Whiteley and Jason Statham, they've been together for 15 years and they're still going strong. Wow, he is one hot guy. So final thoughts. Marriage isn't a guarantee for love and happiness. What really matters is that you treat each other with respect and love and commitment, and that'll take you any further than a marriage license. So communication is going to be key. So this is my final thoughts on marriage. You don't have to have that piece of paper to have love and companionship. This type of relationship is what has worked for me and my partner. We've been together, We've been together for 13 years and our love is still going strong. We don't fight about hardly anything since we have our own finances. That's a big thing we don't fight about. We both share in the kitchen. He cooks a little more than I do, which is a good thing. He knows if he wants good food, he has to cook. It's kind of a done deal there. Our relationship, my partner and I, has thrived. We've been together for 13 years and we share each other's values in life. Even with a marriage or living together, you have to have date nights and reconnections. You have to constantly connect with one another and respect each other to make the relationship thrive through the years. I truly love the man that I'm with. We've been together for 13 years. We live like we're married. We live in the same house. We both have our own cars, our own finances, and everything works like a clock. So everything works good. But I just want to add a little hint. Make sure to do date nights and reconnect, go out, have a drink and dinner, and nourish that relationship because it's very important. And anyways, that's my thoughts. What's your thoughts? What's your experiences? Please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this video. I didn't mean to be anti-marriage, but I'm just saying that for us older people, 50s and older, it's probably a better idea not to tie that knot. And if you do, hey, I'm all for it. So that's my take on this subject, and it worked for me. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Do you think marriage is necessary, or are you second thinking it? Or are you living like I am with your partner and enjoying life even as if you were married as a couple that love one another? So let me know in those comments, like and share, and thank you so much for joining me today.